Hello, hello. My name is Areg. I'm Senior DevOps Engineer and CNCF Kubsternaut. If you know who are Kubsternauts, you're cool. If you don't know, then search it and you find a lot of things. For those who knows who are Kubsternauts, sorry, I'm not wearing the blue jacket today because it's hot. But anyway, thank you so much AWS User Group UK for inviting me, and this opportunity is great. So today I will speak about EKS capabilities, especially in production, because one thing is on a paper and another thing on a practice. So what actually matters? Let's go. This is the true story. Wow, I think now I know we have horizontal pod autoscaler here. Okay, so the problem is not the Kubernetes anymore. It's not the hardest part. It's easy to learn, to understand the secrets, the pods, and you always can just delete the pod and it will be restarted, and after it is working. Like why they called SRE like Senior Restart Engineers. But from this perspective, just let's imagine the situation when a cluster is running, but something is going wrong. What can be? It can be the tools which are surrounding, which can be inside of the Kubernetes and can be combined with AWS. So we have here three different situations. So it's native Kubernetes, native AWS integrations, and simplified operations. So on EKS scope, we have pods which are working correctly. Maybe we have service account, and probably some service account is configured wrongly, and that's why IAM user cannot take it, and the role cannot work. So I believe the complicated part right now is these connections. And that's why very important is to choose the tool right. That's why networkings are also very important, services, ingresses, and storage as well. But yeah, I'm not speak too much about this. It's a really headache because I had a lot of, this was a very, very long week for me. Already it's Wednesday, but it is. So especially with security part. I didn't add here the secret manager, but it is also another point to talk about, because when we're talking about Kubernetes, we have a problem with the secrets, which can be easily like given the values. And here where we have the secret manager, which can help us with this. And again, there would be like middleware, like external secret operator who can help us with it, but it's another topic. I won't talk about this now, but we can talk about that later on couloirs. Yeah, expectations and reality. I think you know this guy. Yeah, this is an old story, but it's still used in a lot of places. Jenkins. A lot of companies still using it. Some of them are trying to migrate from it to GitHub Actions or GitLab CI, Circle CI as well. But problem is that it is hard to cover everything. So it's easy when it's just apps, database, and infra, and you expect it like that. But then it becomes that you need to monitor all the stuff. You need that secret management, which I was talking about, and some developers wrote some scripts which are deploying it somewhere and you don't know about it. And then some junior DevOps came with some new Helm chart and deployed it, and we need compliance there. Also Terraform, imagine that we have a lot of like public modules which we can use, and it is good one, but in some companies they have their own private modules, and there we have a lot of problems. So the problem of the reality is that we need people who will solve it, and we DevOpses are doing it all the time, 24/7. So what actually works and what I love about new AWS capabilities is Argo CD. It is already implemented and you don't have to configure it. So when we're talking about Argo CD, first we need to implement it, add it inside of the Kubernetes, and then apps of apps thing, or like auto sync cases, and this all can be a massive headache, and that's why AWS capability now gives us opportunity to not go that deep and just install it. So it's really everything inside of the Git. If you're not using Argo CD yet, please take a look. It's amazing tool and it helps us with storing the versions of the deployment. So it's a continuous delivery and deployment mostly. So yeah, it's clear visibility. It has like great UI, and you don't have to like go and get kubectl, get all -n namespace, and then check the correct JSON format or grab something from it. You're just going to UI, checking where the secrets are, where the external secrets can be. And so from developer perspective, it's amazing tool. I set it up for my previous company, and the developers said that we need to create you a statue for this. Now AWS already done this, so kudos to them. Autoscaling Carpenter, another very good topic, and this one is massive. I believe some of you used EKS AutoMod, and Carpenter is used for it. It helps us to provision correctly the, I would say, the resources, because we have autoscalers, but autoscalers not always working on CPUs, or I would say even GPUs, which is actual right now. And Carpenter can help us in this direction. My second suggestion of the day, just use it or try it, because it helps a lot, especially if your environment is highly scalable. So, and again, it's more flexible. But let's not forget that it needs control, so you need to have one DevOps guy at least. Yeah, the main feature is simplicity in the end, because one of my friends recently installed ACK, another AWS capability, which gives you ability to create a bucket from Kubernetes. It's a bit complicated, I would say, but from another perspective, it's a massive headache. Yeah, I would say it, because when my friend created it, he didn't know that the same bucket was created in Terraform, and so they had a problem with their front end because the bucket is related to it, and the new version of Black Friday gets out for 1 hour. And yeah, so that was massive. I won't say any company name, it's NDA, etc. But so be careful with the tools and keep it simple as long as you can, or as much as you can. That's very important. Also, again, overcomplicated. You can run a simple Kubernetes cluster. Of course, you can do it, and you can do it with AutoMod, as I said, and it's like simple clicks, nothing else. Sometimes it's CI/CD and basic automation. It's okay, build internal platforms. And the fourth one is what I'm talking about, that some CRDs custom and manage everything with 7 controllers. It is mind-blowing, so let's keep it simple. As long as we can, of course. Sometimes we just getting the mess and we need to somehow just clean it up. And the takeaways, reduce operational work, for sure, that's always about it. Avoid unnecessary abstraction and prefer simplicity over flexibility. That's, I guess, my main topics which we need to cover, at least now. And yes, about EKS, why EKS? EKS is very, very powerful tool. And when we're talking about on-prem Kubernetes, it's cool, especially if you're using or you want to try CK, CKS, etc. The certifications, you need to go that way. But in other direction, when we need to optimize cost, strong security, and don't think about like configuring all that nodes, control plane, etc., EKS is our solution. So choosing wisely it what matters. And yeah, modern EKS, it is less infrastructure to manage, cleaner and safer security, lower costs, and better scaling for sure. So right now capabilities helps us a lot with this. So this is also very important. And yeah, again, one suggestion, don't fight the platform. This is, I believe this is a very common thing, but a lot of people don't talk about, but if you're still doing everything manually, you're working against AWS. So if you can, please automate it, use managed services as much as you can. Of course, there are some cost perspectives and we need to be careful with it. But from other perspective, I would say that it's better to pay now more than pay later more, even more. So yeah, maybe my talk a bit short, but thank you and please welcome to questions. Yeah.
So I'm really disappointed in 2 of the 3 talks because they keep going on about Kubernetes. I've avoided it for 15 years. I'm going to eventually get round to it. No, great talk. Yeah. Any questions?
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but yeah, when it comes to EKS and Kubernetes, in the case of simplifying, what would make you want to run a workload so simple that maybe you went even simpler than EKS? What about ECS? Where would you draw the line there?
Yeah, it depends on scaling the infrastructure, I believe, because EKS it's easier to scale, but we have billing problems there. Probably it really depends on a lot of factors, I would say, and there can be also a reserved instance factor, billing costs. So probably I would go with EKS if it is possible because I love Kubernetes. But when it comes to the client, you know that they always want the simplest solution. So both is possible, but my heart is on EKS side.
Any other questions? If not, then you're around for pizzas and stuff afterwards. So.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Fantastic.
Thank you.